Okay, it says this meeting is being live streamed.
Right now,
Um,
so we're live.
hey,
Good
are we
morning.
live? You see
Oh,
us?
I don't know. It says live.
Let's see. Tori says nothing about going live right now,
Oh, I
but I
heard it.
want to.
It says live.
Okay. All right.
She
Yay,
said go
we're
live.
here.
Happy Magic Monday.
Happy Magic Monday. We're so excited to be here. And I've got to find Megan. There we are. Okay. I had totally lost the screen with you on it.
Oh,
And I was trying to pretend like I didn't, but it was too obvious.
I gotta find Megan. I'm like, where am I? Where am I? I thought I was here.
Well, I'm in my new office, so my background looks a little wrong. This is the first time I've tried to be in here, so I don't have my background set up. Megan said it looked like I have ears with my bookcase coming out of my head.
Oh,
But
here's
we'll
is a
just.
nice way to say
Yay, happy Monday, Megan. It's all about magic this week.
it. Magic Monday. Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. And we are celebrating, I'm sure many of you seen the launch of our membership. And we have some amazing, amazing members already. And we're talking about some of the fun stuff that we're doing in there that still pertains to magic. So you're still going to get something great out of this Magic Monday. Do you want to start? Or do you want me to just keep going? Because I'm on a roll.
Well, I don't want to break up your role, but I did have an intuitive thought to talk about why it's Trinity, why we named it Trinity.
Yeah, the Trinity membership. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of fun because we did wave one of Sophia Mystery School, and then we did wave two of Sophia Mystery School. Now we're doing Walking Between Worlds. And when we talked about doing wave three, it was like, well, we don't really want to do wave three, and we want to do something. We're talking about a membership so that we can offer so many great things throughout the month at an affordable investment. And we've done wave one, wave two, so we decided to call it Trinity. And I love the Trinity because the Trinity of the goddess is the maiden, the mother, and the crone. And that is something you and I have loved about the Sophia Mystery School is that we attract women. This is open to men too, but we've been attracting women all along of all decades from their 20s into their late 70s. So we have spanned like 5 decades.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's really powerful how like grandmother medicine comes in, daughter medicine comes in, mother medicine comes in, and it's all at the right time for the perfect people. And it really is magical. It's so magical. It's as magical as that story.
Yeah, it is really incredible. And so we've been talking about this for months that we wanted to bring high value, lots of activities throughout the month to really keep people connected with each other in a community of love, light, sovereignty, spirituality every week at a very affordable price, and that is Trinity at just $88 a month. But we also have an early bird price that expires, and we can talk more about it. We'll go into that, but it expires at the end of today. So you can definitely get in for 50% off. But let's talk about, every week we're going to have a class, a live class that will be recorded. So if you can't be live, you're going to have access to everything that we do forever. Say you come into Trinity now, you're going to get everything. But say you come in 6 months from now, and you're going to have the history of everything that we did for the last 6 months when you come in. So it is an abundance of so much light and service. And one of the things you're going to do is you're going to do a monthly live group reading. You want to talk
Yeah.
about that a little bit?
That's what I'm going to do. Okay.
Yeah.
Because you said, yeah, I was thinking you were talking about the people listening. So one of the things that I do in general is readings, right? Whether someone is working with me as a private client or in Sophia Mystery School is intuitive readings. And from what I know, my readings are wildly different than an average psychic reading. And what makes them different is I'm tapping into your energetic sphere, into the quantum grid where your energetic sphere is sort of placed. And I'm able to see all of your potential timelines. Typically, when you go to a reader, they're reading the timeline that you're on, right? Of course, I mean, that makes sense because it's where you are right now. And so I go in and I see the timeline that you're on, but I also see all of the potential, which is actually infinite. So it could, it doesn't necessarily benefit us to just pay attention to timelines that are many, many, many degrees away from where your current timeline is. But it does help us to see how and where you can make micro adjustments in your life to get to the timeline that you do want, the desired timeline. And so my quantum readings go into timelines. It goes into what exact micro shifts, micro adjustments can you make to get to your ideal preferred timeline. And what's great about us doing this every single month is every time you make a shift or a change in your life, your quantum grid shifts and changes as well. The whole structure of it moves, right? And so for people who might be like me and Michelle, we're like shakers and movers, and we're really focused on soul evolution and that sort of thing. I can read Michelle today, and if she goes and makes some energetic and action differences in her life, some energetic differences, some actionable physical changes in her life, I could then read her on Friday and it looks wildly different. Right. And so that's why it's so awesome to have recurring readings in your life, especially quantum grid readings. Someone who knows how to read quantum grid, knows how to go past time and space, and knows how to guide you in making alignment differences, right? Structures that will get you closer to where you want to be.
I love that. And I can attest your readings are different than anybody else's. And I've, over the years, been to a lot of readers. And you are my preferred, not because you're my daughter, right? Because you are so talented. I've had lots of readings where people and many psychics don't know this. They don't know what they're reading, right? And you know that you're reading potentials, timelines, and shifting. So, my ideal timeline, I have goals set, I tell you those goals, and you say, okay, well, you're not quite in alignment, and this is what you do. I've had other readings where they're reading my aura and what has been in my energetic field. So, like, I might do something and they're accurate about what's in my energetic field, but they're not reading what's in my future.
Right, exactly. And oftentimes those that are psychic and intuitive are actually just really empathic. And so they can pick up on the emotions that the other person is feeling and the ideas that that other person is having. So it's kind of like telecommunication, right? It's telecommunication. So then they're able to pick up on these emotions and even thoughts, and so it feels very confirming, very like, oh, this is real. And my thought about this has been true. So that's the direction that I should go. When really this person is just highly empathic, and it isn't necessarily helpful in the micro adjustments to a new timeline. Instead, you have been sort of pacified because they could feel the energy and the thoughts, and that's what's strongest. And if you are already going in that direction, even if it isn't of your highest good, then you have then been confirmed, okay, yes, keep going in this direction, because they can pick up on the feeling of it, the emotion, and the thoughts telepathically and empathically. And so this is not that, although I would say I'm very empathic. I know how to read the difference between frequency, timelines, and emotions, thought forms.
Mm, yes, that's huge, huge, and so good. And so every month, our group is going to be able to ask you questions and have a live reading. Um, during an hour, you'll be able to read, a few people, maybe, I don't know how many people, 4 or 5
Yeah, who
people.
knows? I go pretty quickly. I go
Yeah.
pretty quickly, and as long as you are coachable, you get to go quickly too. And so there's plenty of time to make sure that everybody it gets their time and their attention with it. Plus, it's repeating. It's every single month,
Right.
and you get to trust that there's shared benefits, right? So when you're there getting the reading, it's never just yes or no questions, right? It's about micro adjustments, it's about energy, it's about frequency. And so if someone is getting coaching around how to make this micro adjustment according to their quantum grid. Well, making micro adjustments is very across the board, right? Now, it may be which micro adjustment for this person versus you, but the coaching around that is invaluable.
Yes.
And to see me privately is $1,500 an hour.
Mhm.
And so this is getting you into that magic realm without committing to that higher price point, right? We're really wanting to incorporate lots of people getting access to this.
Yes, absolutely. I love that. And I do love that you're so efficient with your readings. I've been to a lot of readings, and you and I have done this. We both done this where we'll have a 90-minute reading or something, and there was about four high points that we can talk about it because the rest of it is like repeating,
Mhm.
and you don't repeat, right? You're concise with your readings. You're so good at it. It just comes through. Yeah, you're so good at, and you glow when you do it. I remember noticing that as you're coming up through your young adulthood and your teen years, that when you flow, you just begin to flow. When you flow, you glow. You
Yeah,
do. I
I
mean, the light
remember.
emanates from you.
Yeah, I remember you and grandma saying that. And this is an example of a true soul purpose is when you are working it, when you are doing it, you're actually, your energy is amplified. So you have more energy, more vitality. You actually won't be drained at the end of it. Right. Again, it's another great example of being tapped in and tuned into source energy versus being empathic and tapped in and tuned into someone else's thought and energy patterns. But thank you for that. I do remember you and grandma saying that growing up, like, wow, you're glowing. And I can always feel it when I'm in session with someone afterwards. I'm like, oh, I feel amazing. I'm going to go clean the kitchen. I don't. I stop for a snack, but I feel like it. Good.
now, now when you're in flow, you just make money.
Yeah. And I'm like, what am I going to create next? There's so
Yeah.
much energy.
It's amazing. It's amazing. So, we wanted to share that with you because our membership starts this Wednesday. And one of the most popular things that we had in the Sophia Mystery School was Sunday celebration. And I did that one Sunday a month. And so we're actually shifting. With Sunday celebration was a divine feminine activation where I was divinely guided into an activation, activating the DNA within our listeners. And so this Wednesday is our first activity, and it will be the Sophia activation. Yes. So that'll happen in the afternoon on Wednesday. And so every week, and on the last week, I know we're going to have something for you every single week, something live. So we'll have Megan's readings, we'll have activations, live activations. Megan, you'll be doing a book club every month, studying a book, that has changed your life, my life, our favorite books, your favorite books, because you'll be leading it. And then I will also be doing a live group coaching where you come in and ask any questions. We will break through with EFT if that's what's called for. I might just tune in and guide you. You know, that's one of my superpowers, is seeing what's beneath the experience you're having, what's beneath the story you're telling yourself. So sometimes just revealing that is the breakthrough you need. We may do EFT tapping. I see that, you know, when we do group tapping, people break through very quickly. It's very powerful. And I may, you know, in an hour, I can probably do 3 to 4 volunteers to come through. So showing up live for those is the best way. Showing up live for your readings is the best way. And also, our lovely Tori, who holds this thing together, is behind the scenes, keeping us organized and on track. Tori will be leading crystal bowl healings every month as well. So really, you and I come forward inside the Sophia Mystery School, and all of our coaching, everything we offer, to under promise and over deliver. We serve, 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 and because our goal is truly to awaken you to your gifts.
Yeah. And I think it's a really great idea to point out here that what we're sharing inside the membership is exactly what we do, exactly what we use in creating our magical life, right? So everything from Michelle moving into her beautiful $1 million castle 2 weeks ago, or me building a 7-figure business, or creating beautiful, loving, divine, feminine, masculine, balanced marriages, thoughtful parenting, all of these things that make our life magical actually starts with the practices that we do, right? So when Michelle is ready for a reading and needs to know how to make some sort of quantum adjustment, she comes to me. When I need to break through limiting beliefs, I go to Michelle and I'm doing my tapping. And right, there's just this really amazing shared codes going out. And so this is your formal invitation. You get to come into the Trinity membership and pick up those codes, as well as practice delivering your own. And maybe if you're like, oh, I don't think I have a code, you do. So it's a great place to come and discover your codes as well.
Yes, yes. And so, like I said, we wanted to keep it extremely affordable. So it's $88 a month, which is less than $20 per activity that you're getting every month. So because you're getting at least 5 a month, we'll also have pop-up trainings as surprises. So you'll be paying less than $20 a week for our services. And this your first month gets to be half price. So we have a promo code called Early Bird, which is good through 5 p.m. Pacific time today. So you want to follow the link. Tori's popping the link in, and you're going to click on the promo code so you can put that in, so you get your first month at $44. And what I also love, Megan, about this is that there's no contract. You can cancel anytime, right? So we really wanted to keep it affordable and easy for everyone, so that, our goal is for you to expand into your greatest abundance. Everything we do supports that. And, you're not committed. We expect that this will be one of your highest priorities, is to be in the Trinity membership, because you're really going to find your soul family here, and the love and support that maybe there's no other place for you to get.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So your job now is to go down into the comments where Tori will post the link. And on that same page, you can put the promo code, which will also be in the link below, Early Bird, and get your first month at half off, $44, for good through today, 5 p.m. Pacific. So hop to.
Hop to. We'll see you there.
You're there.
All right, everyone. Bye for now. Bye for now.